News from Madras, the other quarter-final match, Australia, New Zealand. Here's Richie Benno.
Well, this is going to be a great encounter between Australia and New Zealand. Although the Australians are favourites here in Madras, that's no guarantee that they're going to win this game. Sudden death and the knockout format will make certain it is a very, very close encounter. Now let's have a look at the two teams. The New Zealanders, for example, have problems. They have Danny Morrison out of the side, also Gavin Larson. Simon Doull is 12th man, Robert Kennedy is out. But up the top of the order there, Nathan Astle and Craig Spearman will do a very good job in getting the side away to a fast start. And there is a thought that Lee German might come in at number 3, and that would be imaginative and innovative. And the rest of the side will bat all the way down, perhaps to Deepak Patel coming in at number 11. Now the Australians, they are unchanged. They have Slater and Lee and Gillespie out of the 14. It's Taylor, Mark Waugh, Ricky Ponting, then Steve Waugh, Law, Bevan, Healy, Rifle, Warren, Fleming and McGrath. Now out in the centre of the ground with his pitch report, Sir Richard Hadley.
Conditions out in the middle here are very hot and sticky. There is a bit of a breeze, so that shouldn't be too bad for the team fielding first today. The outfield is in splendid condition. The pitch too looks to be in very good condition as well. As we come down and have a look at it, a little bit of grass on it, but it is all very dead. It's all died off. A few cracks, but that shouldn't be a problem. I think the team batting first would want to score at least 250 out here today. There should be a little bit of pace and bounce initially for the quicker bowlers, maybe a little bit of turn, but the groundsman is very confident that it's going to be a very good track for one-day cricket.
And here's Ian Chappell now with the two skippers and the toss.
Where are you going?
Hit it is.
It's a hitter. Whoever bat, thanks. Yep, good luck.
Lee, a few injury problems. Bad blow losing Danny.
Yeah, it is. Danny, of course, is vital to us at the top and at the end. So him swinging the ball is a loss to us, and Gavin Larson is out as well with injury.
Yeah. And the pitch looks like a pretty good one.
I think it looks a good track. We've had pretty good tracks all the time over here and in Pakistan. So it looks quite hard and should maintain its character the whole game.
All right. Good luck then. Mark, Shane Warne's come up all right?
Yeah, Warney's okay. Yeah, we had a little bit of a concern over him, but he seems to be okay today. So yeah, we're as selected.
And the finger was more of a worry than the leg in the end with Shane, was it?
A little bit. He's had a bit of trouble all season with the finger, but I think it's okay. He's bowled a couple of overs here this morning, and he says it's okay, so should be okay.
He's hit that one beautifully, and that'll go all the way. What a good start that is. Short outside off stump, not a very clever delivery, and that was beautifully cut away. And that's gone away too, and that'll be 4 as well. Well, that one wasn't quite a half volley. He went after it. It was just outside off stump. That's a frustrated-looking poor Rifle, glaring down the wicket. Oh, he's got him. That's out, caught behind. Yes, he's gone for the big one, and unfortunately, that's a huge nick. Astle's nightmare continues. Try to get down the wicket there and smash it over the top, and that was a big deflection. The New Zealand captain in at number 3, Lee German. Cuts out 2, he's caught behind. Yes, that's 2 down, going after that wide one again. Well, from a tremendous start of the first over, that was a really wide delivery, went after the big drive, and it was a huge nick to Healy. So Healy moves on by another one, 206 to him. So Stephen Fleming, the stylish left-hander from New Zealand, is at the crease now. Oh, that's well played. Very well played, in fact. Rushed straight down the ground. He's a lovely straight hitter of the ball, and that's gone all the way. That's well played. That's a beautiful shot. That's a magnificent shot. Off the back foot, right off the meat of the bat. Time to perfection.
It's a good shot. It may stop on bouncing. Depends on the hardness of the outfield. And, in fact, it's going to go over the boundary line. Good stroke. Then McGrath is the bowler from the Indian Oil end. Fleming taken straight. Gone. Now that's a real blow for New Zealand after the loss of the first 2. Fleming has hit it straight to square point, just inside the circle, and Steve Waugh's the man taking the catch. It's 44 for 3. Skipper's still there. Reach him on, and Chris Harris is the one taking strike. That's safe. That's beaten the man at point, and we'll go for 4. You can generally bet on these grounds that if it gets through the infield, it's going to be 4 runs. Good shot. He has whipped that away straight over the fence at mid-wicket. That is a tremendous blow. Inside the 15 overs, there's a big chance of hitting straight down the ground, and Rifle has paid the penalty again, but I suppose it wasn't all that much overpitched.
Well, that's well hit. That's 6 over cover point. Magnificent shot. Beautifully timed. So the bounce is also good for the batsmen. They can play the horizontal bat shots. It's 85 for 3 after 13. He's timing the ball very sweetly, Chris Harris. And it was almost a very good save. 100 coming up for New Zealand after 16.
That's a fine shot. Lee Jamon. That ball just slightly over-pitched by Shane Warne, and Jamon got to the pitch of the ball and hit it straight back past him for 4.
And this time he goes over mid-off. Beautifully hit. This is Lee Jamon's best score in one-day internationals. His first half-century.
It'll be Mark Moore again, rolling around the wicket to the left-hander. Harris goes after him again, and that's another boundary. Such a beautiful timer of the ball, Chris Harris.
Michael Bevan, left arm over the wrist spin.
And that is the 50 for Chris Harris. That's well batted. That's his 450 for New Zealand in one-day international cricket.
Lee Jamon's got this one away, and it's going to go for 4. It's found the gap, and so Lee Jamon still leading from the front. Great shot. Short ball, no ball, and it's gone for 4. So frustration now creeping into the Australian game out there, because very rarely do you see a spin bowler try to bowl a bouncer.
Well, that's a good shot as well. That's lovely timing. That's 150 partnership, and it's brought up with a shot that was played to perfection, straight down the ground, and lovely timing. Well, that's well played. That's over the top, going down towards square leg 2. They are playing well. That's another 4. It's a short ball and not good bowling. This pitch has got some bounce in it. 200 for 3. Oh, he smashed that one. This is going way down towards deep long on. Over the top she goes. Take that, Glenn McGrath. These Kiwis are on fire here in Madras. This is unbelievable stuff.
He's got it. Gee, that's a good catch. You won't see anything better than that under pressure. McGrath can thank his lucky stars that that fielder was moving around there so brilliantly to take the catch. It was a full toss outside off stump, and Jamon is gone. The batsman is Roger Toos, left-hander. They don't need to chase that, they'll have to throw it back from the bleachers. Tremendous strike. That's it. That's a very, very good 100. Chris Harris has played superbly out there, and he did it in partnership with his captain, Lee Jamon, and it has been quite something to see. Behind his pads, Michael Bevan has bowled Roger Toos, and it's 227 for 5, and we're into the 40th over. Chris Cairns comes in, long batting lineup for New Zealand.
Well, that's a huge hit. Very high, but it's not going to clear the boundary. It went up a long, long way, and well taken by Paul Rifle. That's gone miles above the top of the pavilion, and it's a well-judged catch. And Poirot coming out to replace Chris Cairns. So they seem content to just take the singles off Warne without really risking anything as the 250 comes up with 5.5 overs to go. The Australians, I think, in the end, would be thankful if they're not facing 300, and Perore's gone. So Shane Warne has picked up an LBW with the top spinner.
Yes, the Australians have fought back very well here, and they have denied New Zealand the big shots, the big boundaries. That ball, looks like it might have gone on and hit middle and leg.
Once again, Harris hitting the ball pretty well.
Well, Ricky Ponting is going to have nightmares about that one. And once they're starting to praise the Australians in the field. That's a big hit.
A huge hit. That's gone.
Well, that's gone not only 10 rows back, but probably 30 rows back, because it's into the second tier of the grandstand.
Well, that smash by Shane Thompson lands on the white line, brings up the chalk.
Wonderful shot too from Shane Thompson, and my word, he's contributed very usefully to New Zealand in the latter parts of innings during this tournament.
It's the one-hander, and Paul Rifle on this occasion has taken the catch. So Chris Harris really getting that one to within about 15 metres of the boundary with just one hand.
So that's a wonderful innings from Chris Harris. 130, 124 deliveries, splattered with 6s and 4s, and really has helped New Zealand get to 282 with 1 over to go. New Zealand now 8 wickets down. Standing ovation. Wonderful performance there from Chris Harris. Well played.
That's a good finishing over from Glenn McGrath. And umpire Venkat is calling for the replay.
It was a good over by the Australians, and to restrict New Zealand to 286 is not a bad effort. So I think we'll find Shane Thompson run out.
Well, that is a magnificent performance from the New Zealanders. They really went at it today. 286 their final score, and 287 is a very big target for the Australians. They have a full 50 overs, but believe me, they'll have to play their boots off if they're to get over the top of New Zealand in this game. That scorecard, it really does look good. Chris Harris, a magnificent innings, a century for him, and the partnership with Lee German, that was quite outstanding, breathtaking at times, the way they carried the attack. to the Australians and finished up with their 286. Now, the bowling figures for the Australians, Shane Warne picked up 2, McGrath 2, but I promise you 287 is a very big ask here in Madras.
Oh, and this could be out, and he's taken the ball. The throw was bad. There was an opportunity to get rid of Mark Waugh. He wanted one. Taylor sent him back. The throw came in. Patel had to jump for it and drag it down. Oh, he loves that shot, and that'll go to the fence. That's a very quick section of the outfield, all the way to the fence for 4. 6 runs from the over, 16 without loss. Oh, there's a big appeal there for caught behind. The umpire's going to give him. Yes, he's given him. Well, I don't know whether he started to go. There was a huge appeal, and just for a second I thought umpire Mitchley was walking away. Taylor is out. Ricky Thomas Ponting is the new batsman. Oh, and he's hit that one beautifully. Anything short is going to be dispatched by Ponting. That's his first boundary.
Beautiful shot. Hit straight and down to the fence. 12 off the over, and Australia 57 for 1.
Excellent shot from Mark Waugh. He's found the gap. Even though the ball is slowing down as it gets near the rope, that one still managed to cross the boundary line. And shouts of catch it. There's a man out there, and he's taken the catch.
Yes, it's come at the right time for New Zealand, because Ricky Ponting was starting to look a little bit dangerous, sweeping. And with the spin, got under it. Of course, the man stationed back there, Kennedy, had to make a few yards to his right, took it lay down.
Well, this game of cricket is full of surprises, and Australia's captain, Mark Taylor, has just pulled a big surprise. Shane Warne is the man who's come to the crease, with Australia having lost the 2nd wicket, with a total of 84. Shane Warne hasn't scored a run yet in this tournament. He is a good hitter. He hits well against spin, and maybe that's the reason why he's out there, just to try and give the innings a bit of a boost, a quick boost. Shouts of catch, and dropped. It was a very good attempt. The ball was hit flat, and Warne almost run out in the ensuing scramble. That was a very good attempt.
Well, we're going to see some exciting cricket. It's do or die. Something's going to happen. Runs or wickets.
That was a pretty juicy full toss there. He's going the one way, which is to the onside. This time he's cleared the boundary.
And you can't catch it over the boundary. And so the promotion of Shane Warne has paid some sort of early dividends for Australian scores. And he really did strike that one very nicely indeed. So he's going to go down on one knee, and I tend to think the ball, he's going to try and get it in that quarter for maybe 5-6 balls in the over. So that's the only shot he's got in, is it?
Gone as well. No, it's the one that he practices most, Richard.
Well, he's probably practiced it to very good effect, because it's gone over in the same place on consecutive occasions. Good move, this, bringing Chris Cairns back into the attack. Very expensive in his first couple of overs. And for around about 21, 22 in the first 2 overs that he bowled, he was taken out of the attack, but he should be fresh, he should be keen to go. And it'll be interesting to see whether Shane Warne can play just as positively against the quicker bowler as he did to Shane Thompson.
Straight up, mid-on, Deepak Patel. And he's dropped it. He never ever looked all that confident underneath it.
He'll have an absolute nightmare with Deepak Patel. The move has worked. It's tempted Shane Warne into still to try and hit the board. He got straight under it. He was up there a long time, and Deepak Patel got himself into position, took it too low down.
Beautiful shot. There was no guiding of that one.
This drop catch again. Have a look at this. That is a dreadful feeling. Oh, and that's out. Yes, he's gone. He's out. Trying to heave that one over mid-wicket as well. He really should have been trying to hit it straight. So Astle has struck. Another bowling change by the New Zealand captain has worked. So Stephen Waugh is the new batsman, and he's got a mighty record. Oh, that's a good shot. Very good shot from Stephen Waugh. I think the mid-on fieldsman there was surprised by the timing. He looked as if he had it covered for a second, and all of a sudden was gone. 131 for 3.
Into the 32nd over now. Deepak Patel is on. Yeah, it's a big one. That has gone back many a row, if not many a mile. Placement once again. There's nothing much wrong with the ball, but that was beautifully struck and perfectly placed. And that's the target. Viewers who may just have joined us, that's what New Zealand did. They thrashed the Australians for 286 for 9 from the full 50 overs. 2 wonderful innings there from Jamon and from Chris Harris. It's another big hit. Long on and long off are pointing towards one another, but in fact they should be pointing up behind the side screen. Lovely shot. 192 for 3.
Well, it's not a record to threaten in terms of the Waugh brothers. They faced a lot better bowlers than Roger Tooze over the years.
Now the clapping and the cheering and the chanting will start. Mark Waugh is on 99. And there is Mark Waugh's 100, one of his greatest. .194 for 3.
Battling himself, really, Mark Waugh. I think that's all he has to do. He has to battle his condition, because if he's there at the end, Australia will win. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So it's a personal battle, and the case of whether he can beat the fatigue.
What a shot. That was absolutely magnificent.
I think this is, well, not quite the last throw of the dice, but it's getting towards that way. He's tried a lot of bowling options to break this partnership, Jamon, and none have worked to this point.
Well, it has now. And Mark Waugh will regret that. Dion Nash has come on and taken the wicket, and New Zealand are right back in the game. 213 for 4. Mark Waugh goes. He's now made more runs than anyone else in a World Cup competition.
Put this down to 2 things, a good bowling change and fatigue, because it was a pretty tired shot from Mark Waugh. He was looking for the fence. He was about 40 metres shy of the fence. Parori took a good catch, and he, as well as his teammates, know just how valuable that might be. Mark Waugh gone for a brilliant 110, 213 for 4. So it's game on again, and the pressure now reverts back to Australia.
And it's got past third man. That's a big blow for Australia.
Also for New Zealand, I would suggest. And so Chris Harris just getting that one round about fractionally outside the off stump. It's been delicately cut. And he's beaten that man there, despairing dive. He's raced away for 4 runs.
Whoever wins this, that's a great shot from Stuart Law. So 2 boundaries in the last 2 overs from Stuart Law have helped Australia's cause.
Yes, those boundaries are certainly killer punches as far as New Zealand is concerned.
That's beautifully hit. Hitting straight, there's always a gap there.
Yes, he's playing very well. Steve Waugh, very experienced player. And I think the problem for Lee Jamon has been highlighted by the fact that he hasn't got his main strike bowler, Danny Morrison, who is a wicket-taking bowler. And bowls quite well at the death, because he does get the ball to swing a little bit. And the fact that he's not in the side, this means a lot too many part-timers there.
And that one's reached the rope as well. So Steve Waugh moves closer to the half century. It's 255 for 4. And that's cleared the boundary. And that's 50 to Steve Waugh.
That's well played too by Steve Waugh. And he's been one of the consistent batsmen for Australia in this World Cup.
And he's got him. He's hit it straight to short extra. Thrown it up in the air, but in fact it's gone straight into the ground. So the New Zealanders having a little bit of fun out there, and that's the end of the over. 267 for 4. You see it smashed away, and the whole stadium went up as it was taken, that short extra cover. But of course was hitting to the ground. Oh, he's got that one away, and it's running away to the fence as well. Yes, that's a lovely shot. Stuart Law timing that one to perfection.
And that's the equation.
So just 2 runs to get now to win this match, and of course 14 balls to go, and it's all going to be coming to an end for the New Zealanders. This has been a very bold effort in this quarter-final. And that's victory to Australia. He's got that away fine. 4-leg buys. And the Australians, having been in trouble at one stage, you can see they are pretty happy. I think they would have been very worried at one stage, but some pretty good partnerships and a pretty professional performance with the bat. Well, there's a quick summary of the match. New Zealand 286 for 9 off the 50 overs. Harris made 130, Jamon 89. And Australia 289 for just 4 wickets, and they did it in 47.5 overs.
Well, a good win for Australia there. They'll be playing West Indies, the winners, here at Karachi in the second semi-final at Chandigarh on Thursday. But before that, on Wednesday at Calcutta, of course, it's India versus Sri Lanka. And you can see highlights of that on Sports Night on Wednesday evening at 10:20. Until then, goodbye.